Hey guys, it's Night Fox. Um, I straightened my hair. Normally I don't do that. Um, Personally I like my hair curly. Um, don't really like my hair like this anymore. Um, but what's up? How's it going? It's kind of late at night. Ate some food. I'm just kind of up. Just kind of feel like making a video and time stamping today because tomorrow's a really big day for me. Tomorrow I'm moving out of my house. Um, and it's kind of a really huge deal to me because this move is what's going to change my life, and I feel like kickstart my life the way I want it to be. And I've there's just been times in my life where I've prayed and I've cried and I've been like, why can't I get out of here? Why is this so hard for me? Why can't I be happy? All these things, and it's like I almost feel like this is an answer. Um and I almost feel like this is what is really going to do it for me. It's really hard growing in it. There's this quote, and it's like, you can't get you can't get well in the same place that makes you sick. I think it's along those lines, and it's really true. You can't get better in a toxic environment. You absolutely have to leave, and I just find that this is one of those times um, where I have to do what's best for me and focus on my life and try not to focus on other people's, because this is just a really important time for me to figure out my life, figure out what I'm going to do with my life. Um, my childhood is essentially over. I'm like in my mid 20s and there's no room for being a kid anymore. Um, Adulthood sucks. And just try to make light of hobbies, situations, and things in life that are beautiful and deserve to be praised to move forward. And I just know it's just crazy how a place can totally affect your mood. I swear, anytime I'm over there, like, I feel good, I feel happy, I feel better. Like, I just want to be over there and not be anywhere else. And that's how I'm trying to make my life, I guess. Like, I want to learn how to be comfortably isolated, I guess, in a good way. Um, Not that I'll totally be alone because, like, I'm going to be with my brother, but I would also appreciate if people saw this in a positive light too. Not really any negative comments or anything about moving out because I really want this and, want others to be encouraged, um, that things can get better. Um, and yeah, moving out is hard, but it's essential if you want to move forward with your life, I guess. And I guess I'm just really happy that this is happening now because I wasn't really expecting it to happen now. I wasn't really expecting the move to happen so soon, but I guess it is, and it is the way it is. And it's just crazy how much I've been needing this and how it's finally coming forward. And I just know it's gonna be such a better place. It's gonna be such a better place than the place I'm in right now. And it's definitely it's just everything about it, just like the vibes and like I think I have too many bad things attached to this house, and that's why I like over there so much. Um I think I really do just have too much bad things attached to this house. Just, a lot of bad has happened here. a lot of good, mostly bad. A lot of moments that scarred me, made me feel terrible. A lot of abusive situations that I don't really feel like talking about, but a lot of stuff that's definitely didn't help benefit me as a person. Definitely made me feel small, made me feel, I don't know, almost made me feel worse, really. Growing up, I never really wanted to be at home. I was always outside of my home. I was always house hopping, couch hopping, mostly through boyfriends, even people I wasn't seeing, because I honestly just never really wanted to soak in all of those things at home and become this thing that my parents wanted me to be, just almost be brainwashed, I guess, in a sense. And it's toxic. It's absolutely toxic. And it's not right, and it's not me. And I guess I just had to learn all this stuff the really hard way. I can't really fit, all these life lessons into a short video, but I'm sure there'll be different times and different stories and different videos. But it just feels really good moving out. And I do believe in God, and I do believe in synchronicities and signs and the communication of signs. And even at my new house, I look outside the window and it's alive with green vines in the winter. I don't even know how that works. And then a little beyond those vines, I see a boat. And the boat, I feel like, has been a sign kind of throughout my life. It actually kind of reminded me of Where the Wild Things Are, because I'm obsessed with that whole concept of, I don't know, it's just a really good story. Even the movie I enjoyed. The kid being upset with the parent, the kid runs away to this vast fantasy land, comes back. I've always just kind of been fascinated with that concept. And when I saw that boat outside of my window, it kind of just resonated with me that this is the thing that I've been praying for, and this is the thing that this is my escape. This is my peace. This is going to be a piece in my life where it becomes extremely, if not the most useful thing in my life. It's hard trying to find. It's hard relying on people when all you really want to do is rely on yourself and be alone with yourself, learn to love yourself. And I feel like that's what this place is going to end up teaching me. It's going to teach me how to be myself and how to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish, and how to surround myself with those sorts of people. I really want my home to be a home of everything that I did not have at home. I want my home to be a place of encouragement, a place of positivity, a place of a perfect place. I want my home to be a safe place for me to grow, because flowers don't grow in droughts. You need the right conditions, to, I don't know, get better, It's like the same with anything, but I'm just so happy that this is happening. Like, I could cry. I never really expected this was going to happen, as soon as it did anyways. And I just finally feel like there's hope. There's been so many times where I've questioned myself and questioned, like, I don't know if I can keep going. I don't know if I can handle all of this. I don't know, like, I don't know if I can take these people's insensitivity and this stupidity and this and that and things. I don't know. I feel a lot of the time I find myself shying away from things. And whether that's for good or bad, I truly don't know. But I do know that I really needed this place. And I think this place is honestly what is going to save my life. It's like, unless you grew up with it, you just don't know what it's like to come home and just be screamed at, or go to a job interview and be screamed at again for no reason other than you're not filling up to this person's standards. And that's what it's like living with my parents, specifically my mom, although my stepdad is really no better either. Kind of the stereotypical, like, we know what's best for you, when in reality they have no clue themselves. So, but yeah, I guess I just wanted to briefly talk about this stuff. You know, I grew up here. This is part of my life. And it's almost like a chapter that needs closing. And I'm happy that it's closing the way it is, and that it makes me realize I can build my life the way I want to build it, and life can be how I want it to be, and I'm going to have that freedom. And I feel like I search for home in people, but they never succeed. They never understand. And maybe they don't understand. That's what I'm looking for. It's like they don't get how broken I am in my own place. That, like, or maybe they do. I don't know. It's difficult to envision when you don't deal with it constantly. One of my ex-boyfriends used to sleep over at my house, and one of the times he slept over, my mom was violently woke us up by banging on the door, and then decided to unlock my door and go in my room. And I think that's when my boyfriend realized. I think he was just like, it was something, he just said something along the lines of, like, I'm so sorry, or like something like that. He finally realized, like, what I have to deal with all the time. I like to say my mom is like the weather, because she's really unpredictable. You know, there are good days, and there are bad days. And it almost kind of feels like when I don't have that person to save me, it's like, what do I have? Like, if I can't have it, like, it's almost hard for me to conceptualize, like, saving myself. But I feel like at the end of the day, like, that's just what it comes down to. Like, you're gonna have to save yourself. and no one else can do that for you. Well, maybe they exist somewhere in the world. Definitely not in mine, though. So, at least in the moment. So, I like people who add good substance to my life. Meaningful things, meaningfulness, memories, happiness. Really just simple things, you know, that seem so far out of reach sometimes. But anyways, I just wanted to timestamp today and say how happy I am that this is happening. One of my ex-boyfriends, I remember when I moved in here, the first time I moved to this house, I just remember my parents exploding on me for some fucking reason. Of course, when my boyfriend was here. And it was so hurtful that I had to leave. And I think I just like went around my neighborhood or something. I don't quite remember if he was there or not, or if he came and found me or whatever, but I just remember like my boyfriend, I think he understood a piece too, like what I had to deal with, the cards that had been laid up for me in my life. And I just remember him saying like, they're really wrong, and I stood up for you, and I did everything that I could, and they're fucked up, and yada yada. And I guess things you'd say to a person that has to endure certain things that aren't the best things to constantly deal with. I find this to be really good timing in my life, because I honestly don't know if there's ever been a time where I've been more like worn down, I feel like, and just like almost just confused and broken, like. And I do think my environment plays a huge factor into that. I truly do. Because I mean, this is where I think, this is where I do everything. This is, you know. And if I don't feel comfortable doing that, it's like it almost just seems kind of silly. In a bad way. Not in a good way. But so having a positive environment, like a safe place that is just for me and whoever else I want there, I don't know. I just feel free. And I'm not even moved in yet. I just feel like it's definitely going to up my life, up my game in life. It's almost like overwhelming, you know? Cuz I just wasn't expecting this. Well, I feel like I'm repeating myself here. Anyways, I'm going to make some more videos, so talk to you later.